So here's my first finds box that I ever put together, and originally I had my rings in here. You could see I got some silver bracelets, some silver watches, mostly silver stuff because they ring up so good when you first start metal detecting. You get all them high tones. But there's some gold earrings and earring backers and things like that. I'm getting every bit of gold that I can and putting it together. Since gold is trading at such a high price, it's just under $2,500 an ounce. I know you're not going to get that for scrap gold, but I think I'm going to get enough that I could get what I want to get. Again, that is fossil related. So here's all the gold I'm trading in for cash. And we got a mix of 10, 14, 18, and 22 karat rings. There's a locket and some earrings and earring parts. I don't think there's ever been a better time to sell gold than right now. So what's the lesson? Well, go out there and get a metal detector. Okay, let's first see how much we have. Do I have a full ounce? Which an ounce is over $2,400. Now granted, these are mixed carat weights and they need refined, so I'm guessing it would be less than what, a 999 gold piece of bullion would be worth, but it might be close. So let's see, do I have an ounce? Geez, that's almost half an ounce in that one ring. Okay. We're making our way to an ounce. All right. Okay. Okay, we made an ounce. Earring backers. I don't even know if they register. The totality would register. There's some more. There's that. Okay, and one more. Granted, there's a stone in that one. But it looks like we have well over an ounce and a half of gold. So this ought to be interesting. I wonder how much they're going to try to say, well, it's got to be this or that. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll get little Ziploc bags and then I'll separate these by carat weight. I'll weigh out the 14 karat, the 18 karat, and so forth, and already have them to go. Granted, they're going to want to do their testing as well. So it's kind of exciting. I can't wait to see what the outcome is going to be. But there probably hasn't been a better time to sell gold than right now. 22 karat, 0.25 of an ounce. 18 karat with stone, 0.07 of an ounce. 14 karat, 1.16 ounces. 10 karat with stone, 0.28 of an ounce. Overall, 1.76 ounces. Here's my super easy to understand color-coded spreadsheet with the breakdown. So here's the worksheet that the company filled out where I changed my gold for cash. And in the first row you see 10 karat. Those are the rings. The second row is 10 karat for earring. The third row is 14 karat for the 14 karat rings. And then the fourth and final row is 18 karat. They logged 2 rings for that. They didn't give me 22 karat on the one ring, even though I acid tested it, and it still remained with 22 karat acid. They're saying that their test, they'd be more comfortable in 18. Why, of course, they want to make money. So what did we get for the 10 karat in the first row? 145. 10 karat second row, 20. The 14 karat row, 961. And that 18 karat row with 2 rings, $379, for a grand total of $1,500. So here's my fossil box. As you can see, the problem is there's a big empty space right in the middle. What do you guys think is going to go there? Well, the answer is in this box, because what's in this box is what I bought with my metal detecting gold after I traded it in for cash. A portion of what I got. I still have money left over, but this, for me, is a major purchase, and we're going to open this right now. Okay, let's do this. Time to see what the big surprise is. Fragile. Buck 110, always a good knife for general purposes. Hopefully this didn't get damaged. There's a slip in here. Where is it? What is it? Could be anything in here. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Did it survive shipping? Whatever it is, it's pretty large. And what it is, more paper. It certainly looks like they packed it well. Okay. I think we could tell by now what this is. What we are looking at is an over 6-inch Megalodon tooth. Look at that. This comes from South Carolina, where I vacation. I was a little upset that I didn't find one, even though a lot of times you got to dive in like the Cooper River and different rivers around there in high current with zero visibility and scuba equipment. Very nice. Look at this thing compared to the size of my hand. And I do have large hands. So this tooth was $1,000 of my gold money. Some of these teeth could go up to $2,500, $3,000, or even a lot more. So what people look for when they're buying this, there's several factors. One, is all the enamel there, or is it chipped away? A lot of times this enamel coating is just completely blown out. This enamel is good. The root structure is symmetrical and everything's there. And people look at color. They look at another factor for price is where did it come from? Okay, this is from the region that I wanted it to come from. One of the biggest factors is serrations. This tooth, I knew it didn't have really good serrations on it, but some of them in pristine condition will have serrations as sharp as a knife on there. But I am very happy with this thing. This is an actual tooth from a prehistoric Megalodon from millions of years ago, when the southern United States was a shallow ocean. This thing was swimming around eating prehistoric whales. What a nice example. So a little information on the size the shark was. It's said that every inch the tooth is 10 feet. So a 6-inch tooth like this is on the larger end of a Megalodon. It would possibly be 60-foot long shark. And the mouth would probably be about 9 or 10 feet wide. Imagine that. Just a little bit about some of the pieces that I found when we were recently out. Most of these large pieces are whale bones. Like this, you could tell that's bone structure because of all the pores that you have in here. And rib bones, like I said, the denser ones are likely dugong bones, some other shark teeth. And what do we have here? A vertebrae from an ancient shark. And this whale bone here that was formed into a nutting stone by Native Americans a long time ago. So for this piece, I found not only a fossilized whale bone, but a Native American item as well. And it was like perfectly made to fit in the contour of the hand for like grinding up small whatever herbs, whatever they put in there. So now it's time to place the tooth in the center. A couple more things about this tooth. It doesn't have a perfectly sharp tip on it. That's because most found Megalodon teeth have compression fractures where the tip is kind of smashed down a little bit like that, not a perfect point. They do exist with points, and like I said, the serrations. That puts this into a whole other pricing category. For what it is, I believe I got a pretty good deal out of this. So that'll go right here, and he included a little slip of paper that indicates the era, Pliocene-Miocene, approximately 4 to 7 million years old, on the Hawthorne Formation. This is from Beaufort, South Carolina. So that certainly made my fossil collection look a little bit better. Oh, and what else did they do? They also sent a little stand. If I had I not been putting it in my case here, I could have displayed it on the stand that came with the shark tooth. So here's a little bit of information about where I got this from, in case you're interested. I got the tooth from Steve's Fossil Shark Teeth Incorporated, wholesale and retail. As you can see, they're established in 1997. All the contact information is here, including email address, that they are on eBay, Instagram, and just the general website. The tooth came with this little card, basically a guarantee, saying that there were no repairs and no restoration. That's a big deal. A lot of people out there will have broken ones that they'll glue back together or use epoxy to finish an area that's chipped. They claim that they do not do that, so that is fantastic. I could tell you that the tooth, as you saw when I unboxed it, it was packaged really well, and I could tell you that they were really responsive when I made inquiries online about this. Great people to work with, and I would recommend them for your fossil needs. A disclaimer, I paid full price for the tooth, and I didn't get a discount or anything like that. It's just that they're a really good company to work with. A final thought. One might ask, what would anyone do with a Megalodon tooth? Why would you buy it? For me, the answer is, I like to look at it, hold it, and wonder where it's been and what it has done. All the things that this shark ate to grow to this size. Whales, prehistoric whales, and sometimes the whales back then resembled more like sea monsters with large teeth, and just the sights and sounds. And this tooth was there. It's been there, it's done that. I'm now holding it in my hand. So it's all about the wonder. Until next time, happy hunting, everyone.